Welcome. I'm Sami from Xandadeck Technologies presenting a novel content management solution, Xandadeck. Xandadeck is a content management solution, which is a system used to manage the creation and modification of digital content. A cloud-based platform helps you design, create, and share the content easily for your screens from anywhere in the world using your desktop, laptop, or tablet effortlessly. One of the key offerings of our service is to make use of flash drive for content display obsolete. With Xandadeck, TVs can be put to more versatile and creative use. From screen partitioning to content scheduling, TVs can now come alive to more interesting uses. Xandadeck gives you remote access to your TV screens. This means that from any location, you can change the content of a TV screen. Our solution comprises of a hardware and software. Our software is Xandadeck CMS, which drives our innovative Xandabox, the hardware. The entire setup consists of a media player, HDMI cable, and power cable. Xandabox supports both wired and wireless internet connections, and as such, installation is as easy as 1, 2, 3. As a major player in the fast food industry, Xandadeck gives you the flexibility of seamlessly engaging your in-store customers with targeted messages as promos, food combos, and many more. To introduce you to our Xandadeck portal, log on to app.xandadeck.com to create an account. Upon creation, you are introduced to the dashboard. The dashboard gives a quick overview of your account and indicates the number of players registered to your account, the number of players online and offline, as well as their respective locations. Now, due to its robust nature, our content management solution supports videos, images, audios, documents, and web pages. So if you can look to your screen currently, the other window of the screen of the video you're watching right now shows the dashboard, which indicates monitor status, monitor locations, as well as a list of features which our solution possesses. Now, the files that can be displayed independently or created into playlists, as literal as it sounds, is a function which allows various media files to play sequentially. Now, what you have on the other screen, the window of the video you're watching, is a TV screen showing a playlist of both pictures and video files. To give you more, your account comes preloaded with content as well as widgets. Widgets are applications designed to perform specific functions. So you have widgets such as time, weather, scrolling text, CNN, BBC, and more. We understand the power and excitement in creativity, so we have created an avenue for you to create your own widgets as you please. Yes, that's very much possible. If you'd like to have a choice widget, you can create that. We have what we call layout in our solution. Now, the layout function allows you to partition your screens into regions. It basically is a drag and drop system, which gives you the ability to arrange your content as you please. From media files to web pages to widgets, you choose what goes where or what stays where on your TV screen. Now, as seen on local or cable TV, content display can be put to more and more interesting use. For instance, while you have a video occupying the main screen, a scrolling text below can be used to display news feed or targeted messages and so on. Say, for instance, you want to consider a welcome message or a broadcast message to your in-store customers, you could use the scrolling text feed as a way of projecting your intentions on the TV screen. Now, compared to your USB drive, which would often just display what you want as content, just as picture images, you can do more with your TV screen using a scrolling text to dynamically display the message which you've chosen to display to customers. What you have on the other window explains the illustration which I'm trying to give, which basically is a system that allows you to arrange your TV screen the way you please. Now, the speed at which contents are uploaded is solely dependent on your internet connection. But rest assured that when a system receives information, it automatically starts playing the information. Now, during the process of downloading, which you would see to the bottom right of the TV screen you can see, the player would continue playing the old content to ensure that there is no disruption until the player successfully receives the message. So as soon as the player receives communication from the laptop, the computer, or whatever device you're using to communicate, it automatically displays it and then it comes alive on the TV screen. Now again, to reiterate, the speed of upload and download of your content is dependent on your internet. So if you look to your TV screen now, you should see a screen layout showing how contents are being received and how content are being displayed using the Xandadeck layout function. Now, usually the display process that is currently ongoing is a function of internet, and right now we apologize for the internet issues we are having. Otherwise, a good internet, in fact, a fairly good internet would not see you have a black screen display. So that is to suggest to you that if your internet is fair enough, unfortunately, we are having a bit of a downtime issue on our end. If your internet is fair enough, everything happens seamlessly. So it becomes a function of as soon as content is received, it displays just like that, like in the blink of an eye. Okay, so what you have here is one layout function which shows basically one way which you can use to, display your food menus, food combos, and the likes. But please be reminded that what I have here displayed is a function of how I have chosen to design the content you have on your screen for the purpose of this demo. So you are not limited, neither are you restricted in the kind of templates or the kind of designs you can use. So in a short while, I'm going to push another demo slide that will suggest another use to which you can put a TV screen. Now, we often refer to this function as the menu board function, which again is part of what you have in the layout part of our solution. So in the case where you're not ready to build a layout from the very scratch, you could just go into our system. We have preloaded layout templates, which you can always edit to your own taste. So what I have here are layout templates that I've edited and modified for the purpose of this demo. So shortly, I would have another content come up on your screen that will show another way which you can display your content from another template that I've edited for the purpose of this demo. So like the widgets, our layouts are preloaded templates. And as well, you have power to modify existing templates or even create new ones. So this is to reiterate that in any way, we are not limiting you to say a particular design or a particular set of designs are what you can use for your purpose or for the purpose which you've done them for. One unique thing about Xandadeck is our scheduling function. Now, the scheduling function, as literal as it sounds, allows you to choose when a particular content comes up. So say, for instance, today being the 1st of September, you could choose to say you want a content scheduled or you want the content to come up, say, 30th of October, 2020. So all you need to do is to create the scheduling function to say at the particular days, at a particular time, this particular content or file you want to display will come up automatically. So as soon as this is created and is sent to the player stores it locally. So when it comes to that particular day, the player again brings up system. But be reminded that the process of receiving or communicating with the player becomes a function of internet. So if your player doesn't have an internet connection, there is no way communication can be ensured between the sender and then the receiver, in this case, which is our media player. Now, two conditions usually account for a player being offline. The player is offline either when there is poor or absence of internet, or a case where there is power outage. Now, in the case of absence of internet or power outage, after a set number of hours, by default, which is 5 hours, you get a mail notification informing you that a particular player in a particular location which you've sent is offline. So this way you have a quick understanding to know that yes, a particular player in a particular location requires attention. But if it's a case of you say shutting down for the day, then you might as well just disable it to say at a particular time you are expected to close business for the day, and as such, any mail that comes in there is just as a default reminder to let you know that player currently isn't online or it's offline, as the case may be. Now, one unique thing about our service is that it is a self-functioning service. When you set a schedule or when you send a particular file to the Xander box, as soon as it receives the content, if it is scheduled to play immediately, it starts to play. When there's power outage and the power is restored, the function which you've last sent or the command or the files which you've last sent comes online again by itself. So there is no need to say you have to go back to the TV to tune it to USB 1 or USB 2 or HDMI 1 or HDMI 2. You do not need all of those things. That is exactly what we're bringing to you to say. We've come to you with a solution that is basically supposed to make life easy for you. So just one person can be responsible for content management of the whole of Nigeria from just one location anywhere in the world. So it means from Lagos, the contents of TV screen in Kano State, for instance, can be controlled remotely. And you have the power again to say you want to send certain information to a particular part of the country, so customize it based on requirements or based on social setting. So in this case, it means that what you have in Kano may be different from what you have in Lagos. So if you have quite a number of players in your account, you can group your players based on location. So you know that when you want to push out information to a particular group, it's maybe slightly different or majorly different from what you have for another group. Now, to reiterate what I said earlier, our solution supports pictures, videos, audios, documents, and web pages. And all of these things can play at any given time of the day in our solution. So what you have right now on the TV screen playing in the other window is a layout function, which again I have designed for the purpose of this demo. Now you have a playlist of pictures and videos playing in the main screen, and to the right you have two different image playlists of possible products you can advertise. And then just beneath that, you have a scrolling text, which is one widget function displaying a news feed directly from CNN. So if you will check right now, what you have as a news feed function is in alignment with what you have directly from CNN. So in a case where there is power outage, this news feed will continue to play in the last updated content from CNN. But as soon as internet connection is restored, you are certain that this content will update itself based on the frequency of updates which you have set it to operate at. And then just to the left of that, you have the time function, which if you want, you could include the date function. But again, what I have on your screen right now is not a limitation to what our solution can do. This is just the very basic part to it. I just can show you for the purpose of this presentation. In the case of widgets, you have a whole lot of widgets which you can use. But again, as I have said, if you want a widget that isn't contained in our solution, there's an avenue for you to create one to suit your own purpose. So right now, I'm going to push this video to you, not just in a bit to say I want to make a sale, but in a way to say I want to make things easy for you. I want to make life easy for you. Okay, I understand that sometimes in your restaurants, in your branches, you may have the need to sometimes entertain customers, either through CNN, MTV base, or whatever entertainment channel you choose. Now, I can tell you that you may not need to use cable TV if you're going to be running with our solution. One unique thing again is that you can stream a live broadcast from any source given. So say for instance, if it's in your tradition to say your major means of entertainment is say HIP TV, for instance, or say Sky News or MTV Base, whatever it is, all you need is a YouTube link or a live link from the particular source, and then you can eliminate the cost of having to pay for your cable TV. And that is one way to it. And the second way to it, again, is to say, if you want to combine our solution with your existing cable TV to say you would like to watch your cable TV on our solution while serving the same function. That is also a possibility. So we are not totally saying you should kick out a solution, the cable TV solution, just to use ours. If you want us to fuse the two of them together, to merge them together, yes, we can. But there is an option on the table to say if you want to zero in the cost of having to pay for cable TV subscription, then yes, we can help you with that. All we need to do is just an understanding of what exactly it is you want. Say if you're particular about, say, a CNN live feed or a live CNN news or Al Jazeera, whatever the case may be, all these links are available on their official website or even on YouTube. So all you need to do is just to get the links and then you upload them and then you are sure that what you're watching is as live as it is released from the broadcaster's website. So that will be all for now. And please be reminded that at Xandadeck, we are customer oriented. And because of this, we are very much keen on getting feedbacks about how we can improve our services for you. Right now, the product we have for you, we beat our chest to say it's a product that is designed to meet your very needs of improving brand identity in branch, getting even more clients and customers attuned to your brand. And we understand that the commitment to helping you promote your brand identity and engagement is very, very paramount to you. And so we would like for you to try us today and enjoy the benefits of designing your TV screens, sharing content, playing a wide range of file types, communicating with staff and customers, and most of all, the installation process, I assure you, is a DIY. And it's something that can be set up in 10 minutes or even less. So once again, we'd like to welcome you to the Xandadeck family. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye to Flash Drives. Welcome to Xandadeck.